Hello and welcome to another episode of Spare Time Gardening with me, Simon. Today I'm just sat in the conservatory looking out over the garden and the plot. Yes, second week in January now over. We're now on the 14th of January, and in today's episode we'll be starting the experiment of some new birdseed that I've ordered. We'll see more about that ahead of the RSPB Big Garden Birdwatch, which is on the 28th of January. We'll also be checking over the stored tubers of Dahlias. It's a good time to make sure that they're alright and there's no fungus, and also we'll just be making a quick sowing of Alliums, because again this is the perfect time to make your first sowing of those types of plants. So enjoy. So today sees the arrival of this package, which is, let's open it, a 14 kilogram bag of Richard Jackson's high energy, no waste bird food. It says it's even better. Apparently it now has packed with oil rich seeds, protein, should be alright for all year with no waste. Ideal for feeders, bird tables and ground feeding. So we're going to compare this to some of the other bird food I've been using in the garden, and hopefully we will see some video from my birdwatch cam that I've got set up, and make some comparisons then to see how this performs against the other brands that I'm currently using, and see if it does in fact attract more birds. As Richard says there, it brings your garden alive. Attract and nourish great tits, finches, robins, sparrows and many other beautiful birds. So we're going to put it to the test and see what happens. Let's just grab this bag if I can, pull it out with one hand. But yeah, it's a large bag. As I said, 14 kilogram bag, so it should last a little while. So we're going to fill up one of the bird feeders and we will pop it out in the back garden, and then we'll test it over this coming week ahead of the RSPB Big Garden Birdwatch, which is on the weekend of the 28th of January. So let's see how we get on. So the other variety of bird food I've been using for a year or so now is this. It's the Gardman Premium Wild Bird Seed Blend. That's what I've been using, and that has attracted a robin that frequently visits the garden, a couple of house sparrows, I believe there's a family of wrens, blackbirds frequently visit the garden, blue tits, and unfortunately I do get the occasional magpie, and also pigeons. So we'll see how the new Richard Jackson's bird food compares, and see if it brings any other varieties of bird to the garden which will help in controlling pests, little bugs and things that will attack the plants on the allotment. So that's the reason really for doing this experiment. So we'll see how we get on. So as part of the experiment with the new bird seed, these are the planters. The one on the left is the one I'm going to replace with the new bird seed, and we'll see what results we get, which will be filmed, and hopefully get some clips from the little camera I've got set up that I'm calling bird feeder cam, and we'll see what results we get as we approach the RSPB Big Garden Birdwatch. So what we're going to do is fill up this bird feeder with the new Richard Jackson's bird food and see how it progresses. On the back of the bag says cut here to open, so we'll follow the instructions. And I've got a little handy scoop. They come with an iron, but good for scooping bird food. So a generous scoop. think what we'll do is we'll some a little bit more. I'm not going to fill it right up, but we'll then pop it out in the garden and let's see what the results are like. So here we are back at the bird feeding station. Here I have the new Richard Jackson's bird food, and we're just going to pop it up onto the bird feeder. A little bit difficult with one hand. There we go. So now that's on the left. We've got the one on the right, which is the Gardman premium seed mix, and let's see what results we get, as we'll be continually filming on the bird cam. Let's see what results we get. Hopefully we'll get a good selection of birds. Attract them to the garden, has the benefits then of eating all the pests that may attack any of your flowers or vegetables. Just want to quickly show you some wind damage that was caused to my trellis. If you can make this out with the bright sun, but the trellis was ripped from the post all the way down the side on my neighbour's fence that you might be able to make out. Has been torn down, including the concrete post. This was a result of some very high winds that occurred on the 11th of January, just a few days ago, in High Bradfield, which is not too far away from me in South Yorkshire. Recorded the highest wind speed of 93 miles an hour. What it also did was rip off the roof of my neighbour's shed, which you might just be able to make out behind the bird feeder, which ended up flipping over the trellis there and landing just near the compost bin. Luckily didn't cause any damage other than the trellis that's been damaged by the high winds. The greenhouse is still standing, which is a relief, and also my neighbour's fence there, it ripped down 2 fence panels and a concrete post. Luckily though, no other damage to report, which was useful, although you might make out here that the perennial sweet pea got a good battering and ripped from the ties that were holding it to the trellis. We'll have to make some quick repairs to that, but I think we'll probably cut it down because it'll be bursting back into life as spring approaches. Another quick update here of the daffodil replete, which was planted. We had an update last week. As you can see, it's putting on more growth now, and they're starting to poke through the baskets and the pots there. The allium, again, you might be able to make out there is a little bit of breakage in the soil, so that suggests that those are bursting into life. And on the silver birch trees, seeds that were sown, pretty much the same, not a lot of change there. So we're just going to check over these stored Dahlia tubers that were dug up in autumn. So let's have a quick look at this one. So there's a little bit of fungus on there, but we shouldn't be too much of a problem. And there, look. Some people knock all the soil off. You can if you want. It's a personal choice. I'll just leave it as it is. But all looking, as I said, there's a little bit of any that are mouldy or getting disease, you better off throwing them out. That one's got quite a bit fungus, so I'm just going to pull those bits off. Stop it from spreading to the rest of the tuber. But all look as though they've overwintered and dried out reasonably well. We should be able to plant again once the weather warms up. But yeah, happy with those. So yeah, so if you've stored any Dahlia tubers from autumn, give them a check, make sure they're alright, keep them in somewhere cool and dry, mine just stay in the garage, and then we'll be planting them out come springtime when the weather warms up and there's no danger of frosts. Some of them I will be starting off earlier to take some cutting material from. Again, we'll show that in a later video and when to do that. So we're just going to make some sowing of Alliums. These are the seeds I've saved for a couple of years ago, so I'm not sure how they'll perform, but we'll have a look. So get yourself a seed tray or a module planter like this. I'm just going to use multi-purpose compost because these self-seed just in the garden. Let's just fill the tray up, which you've seen in previous videos. I'm just going to fill this tray up with the multi-purpose compost. Some people use seed compost, again, because these self-seed just in the garden. You shouldn't need to use seed compost. What I'll do with these as well, we'll just place them in the greenhouse. Again, doesn't need too much heat. So just make a sowing like so, and get your seeds. So these seeds, as I said, have been saved from a few years ago, so I'm not sure how good they'll be. What you've got is the little black ones. Because they're part of the onion family, they do look like onion seeds. So I'm just going to put one per station. The brown bits are just the seed casing. Just put one each. Best you can. Some have got two in, that's fine. Quite generous. Like I said, it's a good time to sow these. Today's the 14th of January. Again, just one per station. You'll see some of these have got more than one, but it's alright, you can always separate them as they start to grow. Okay, now what I'm going to do is just put them in under the soil, so just use your finger just to cover them up, just in each station. Quite a few in that one. I'm just going to pop them in so they're under the soil. I'm going to put a little bit more on top afterwards. Just pushing them down. Can be more careful than this. Dig a hole first, pop them in. So you're just sprinkling some compost over the tops. So a little drink. Just going to water each one. And there you go. First seed sown of 2017. Pop these in the greenhouse and we'll keep checking on their progress. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button. And please feel free to leave your comments and feedback below. I'd love to hear from you, so don't be shy, and of course I'll reply. See you soon.